Hold on to your seat.
What are you doing?
Now you're talking.
And now,
you are now listening to the Geeky Girls Night In podcast.
You are now listening to the Geeky Girls Night In
podcast.
So, welcome back to Geeky Girls Night In, and today we've got two special guests.
Hey!
Jesus.
We got Iris and we got Kat, and I want you guys to introduce yourselves and let us know your pronouns so that I don't mess up. Iris, why don't you go ahead and start first?
All right. Hey! My name is Iris. I am your 31-year-old Asian auntie. My pronouns are she and her, and I am pan as fuck. What's up?
Yay!
You didn't ask for my preferences, but...
If you want to throw them out there...
maybe Jooheon's listening.
Maybe!
There she goes. It took, 30 seconds?
It's perfect, though. It's perfect.
What?
Introduce yourself.
Okay, well, my name's Kat. My pronouns are they, them. I'm 25, which is apparently hag in this day and age.
Yeah.
And I'm bi. That's about it.
Yay! Okay, so I brought Iris and Kat on because there's been an interesting phenomenon on Twitter. We're all Monbebes. We all like Monsta X. And wait, Kat, I don't know who your bias is.
Jooheon.
Both of y'all?
You're outnumbered.
Right. I usually am.
Leslie met most of her Monbebe moots through me. So.
I don't even know how we met, but it was so great. It was perfect. But I'm in a Discord, and it belongs to Isaiah Hightower. He's a YouTuber, and he has a channel specifically on the Discord for K-pop, and they're all young. They're youngish. They're anywhere between 16 to 20. Yeah, they're young. 16 to 27, 28. They're cute though. Bless their hearts. And there's one girl, and she talks so much trash about Shonu ever since she found out that he takes 3-minute showers and uses 3-in-1 body products in the shower. She's like, we have to go save his musty ass.
First of all, okay.
You shouldn't laugh.
First of all, okay. There's a lot to unpack there. There's a lot to unpack there.
Yes.
And I promise you, Shonu also said he showers very frequently. So he's probably showering at least 3 times a day. So 3 times 3 is at least a 9-minute shower.
I'm so mad.
Well, he's a very sweaty man, so he has...
He's sweaty because he doesn't sweat. He glistens.
Yes,
he works hard. Okay,
he does. He does.
It's a normal bodily function to sweat.
But there's they get so agitated at him because I'll bring him up in the K-pop channel and they'll be like, "Girl." And I remember I told you anywhere between 16 and 27, and the 16-year-olds be lighting his ass up. They're like, I heard he doesn't use sheets.
All right, well, that's cultural too, okay? People need to stop.
It's just, it's a lot. Like they light him up, and like the 3-minute shower thing, and like the 3-in-1 is where one girl completely lost it. She's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Well, in the interview, he said that he like washes his hair with it, and then like brings the suds down his body." And she's like, "I'm done. I am absolutely done."
People clearly have never taken care of a baby, because guess what babies get washed with? What do you think baby shampoo and
Look, I'm just telling you what goes on in that. They get so agitated at him.
Can you believe this, Jooheon?
Y'all can't see it, but she has like this Jooheon picture as her background on Zoom. So every time she leans, I just see his face.
And he looks so like, can you believe it? That's his face. Like,
that's how they look in the Discord chat. But while on Twitter, I've noticed an interesting phenomenon. I know that like as K-pop groups debut, they're younger and younger and younger. But the result of that, you have the groups that have been in there for a while, and they'll have younger fans, and then those younger fans like to like hop on the older fans and like basically demonize them, especially if one of the older fans, and you've experienced this,
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, sexualizes one of their biases.
Okay.
It's not even sexualized. It's just you just being like, he's hot, and the next thing you know, you're getting murdered on Twitter.
Right? He's a person. Like
I know that's.
Listen, okay. Listen, okay. You know, with maturity, we've all learned that people have multiple facets of their personality.
True.
And you can appreciate multiple facets of their personality.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So even if you find someone visually attractive, you also probably find them internally attractive as well, unless you're a psychopath, right?
Yes.
Right.
So I don't get the whole thing, because clearly your girl is a hard stand. That's my brand. But I also cry about Jooheon, and everyone knows. Like,
I know, it's so cute though.
I also want to hold his hand like nonstop. Like, so
the amount of fat tears I have shed over this man, like, it's ridiculous.
Kat and I have talked about this at length. We both find him physically and emotionally attractive, and that's the worst feeling, because he's far away from us. Like, he doesn't know who we are, or he does, but it's like he never thinks of us.
Right.
God, I hope not. I don't even want to think of me.
No, but like, and I understand what you're saying. Like, and there was a quick video on Twitter yesterday, and it was Shonu like duck waddling out to the living room.
Mm.
And like he had his abs on point and everything. And I'm like, it's not even the abs. It's the fact that he's like tippy-toeing like a little kid with his hair all over the place.
Yeah.
It's everything.
It's everything. But
yeah, like, and I don't think that those younger, I hesitate to, they're kids. Yeah, they're kids.
Yeah.
What they don't seem to understand is that, you know, we're not like sexualizing their bodies that much anyway. We're not, you know, like tearing them down.
Them.
That's the word.
We're not objectifying them. We're not just standing them only for their looks, and that's the only thing we care about.
Like when Shanu had the eye thing, like I was over here in hysterical tears.
Yeah, I had to explain to you what was going on.
Yeah, I was like, he's blind. Well, maybe he liked me better then. Cause
stop, you're cute.
You
Don't
are
do that to
cute.
yourself.
I'm looking rough right now. I just got off the shower, so. But yeah, like I was like, I don't know what's going on, and then you explained it, and then I went on Facebook and was talking about it, and a friend of mine, I'll call her Honey Maid, she she was like, he didn't even get a scleral buckle. He's fine.
I have a scleral buckle.
Do you really?
Yeah. So the reason why anyone who's listening, the reason why I know about Shonu's retinal eye detachment is that I had it almost happen to me in both eyes. So I have a scleral buckle in my left eye. So I have plastic in my left eye. And then in my right eye, they had to laser it back into place.
Oh
no, mine was real bad.
Do you have to get the plastic replaced at all, ever?
They check every year. Probably not, but it was wild. I had to be face down for like 8 weeks.
Oh my god!
Because they, the tear was in the back of my eye, and the way they keep the tear from reopening is, I'm sorry, this is trigger warning.
Yeah,
gore, I guess.
I'll put a warning at the beginning of the podcast.
It's not that bad,
No.
but my gauge is not that great either. So they put a gas bubble in your eye to hold the tear into place while it's healing.
Mhm.
But because it was in the back of my eye, I had to be face down to keep the gas bubble pressing against the tear. So I had to be face down for 8 weeks. His
Oh my
wasn't that
God.
bad. They just lasered that shit back into place.
Right.
All of them got lasers to the eye. I remember that day everyone was getting LASIK.
Yeah, like, they all went as a group. How's that for a group outing? Let's go get our eyes fixed.
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
But I mean, he's in the same
yeah.
boat as you. He can't get it fixed. Like, he's in glasses forever now, I guess.
Yeah, I assume it depends on how bad the retinal eye detachment is, because mine's pretty bad, so I can't get it ever.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it would depend on what the doctor says, because I don't know.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
But like, it cracks me up because like, what did it say? He understands English very well. He just doesn't speak it well, you think he said. And,
I understand that too.
And like during the concert, the From Soul with Love, like he's like, my eye is perfectly fine, and like a straight American accent, completely flat. Like you could tell that he had practiced it several hundred times.
I love when he speaks English because he just starts yelling it. He's not speaking it. He's yelling it. And it's the cutest thing ever.
He's yelling, but there's no inflection. So it's just like the same tone for all of the words. It's just loud AF.
He sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, get to the chopper.
Yeah, like, because like if you watch the video where he's like, put it down, and I'm like,
I have that saved on my phone. He literally sounds like Arnold. It was so funny.
put it down. I'm like, what? Like, who have I chosen to love?
My
You didn't
favorite.
choose anything.
I did.
Sorry, Kat, go ahead.
Good. My favorite was in LA. I'm standing there in the pit, right? And then he starts describing us as if we were like an In-N-Out burger. And he was like,
I've seen the video.
it was the same inflection, like just the same.
You are burger, you are patty.
And he's like
Without
yelling
you.
into the mic, and I'm over there
Without you,
losing it.
I'm nothing.
Like, sir, oh my God.
Before anyone comes for me, I was an ELL, okay? I was an English language learner, okay? Please don't come for me.
Same here.
Don't come for me.
I mean, they can come fight. We can fight. That's okay. And like, we're not making fun of him. We love him. Like, it's cute, and we appreciate him. Trying to, speak to us.
They're all so intelligent.
Yeah, all of them. And I like when this has just devolved into what I wanted to be, and we're just fangirling. But that is fine. This is my show. But I like it when Jooheon, he was holding a book, and he told, I think it was Kian, not to be pathetic, a pathetic baby.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
What? He's like, don't be pathetic. I'm like, oh no.
Degradation kick. Check. It was fulfilled that day. Check mark that off. Bookmarked several times.
We're just gonna go ahead and save that so I can just press it in the dark when I'm.
And then he also says, "You are the most beautiful woman in the world" during that video. So it's like back to back. Both things are happening. Okay, praise kink, degradation kink. Check.
Yes.
My
Jooheon
God.
kink. check.
Jooheon King on and ready to go.
Always.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, back to
We
the
didn't
subject.
of hags. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes, it's fine. It's all of us. So yeah, we got called hags, and then I mentioned something along the lines of we should just be called, like, all the older people should just be called Hagbebes and like wear it as a symbol of pride because, I'm older and I've been through the boy band thing before, like when I was their age. It wasn't as stringent as they are because, like, I specifically remember reading some pretty horribly inaccurately written sexual instinct fanfiction.
Yep, fanfiction.net.
Yes!
Yeah.
Or LiveJournal. Oh, it was so bad. And
I remember.
Justin Timberlake had a black scent, like a written black scent in every single fanfiction I ever read.
But that's actually, remember, he was pretending to be black for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's,
and then he went to the woods and he, like, came out of country, man. I don't know what happened to him. Anyway, but yeah, like, he always spoke with a black scent in the fan fictions, and Britney Spears was always a bitch, but was Lance Bass's best friend, which is why I should have known then what I know now, that pretty much everybody else knew but me that he was gay. So, it happens. But like I've been there, but I don't specifically remember older people being in the fan base, and if they were, like, we were so, like, social media wasn't a thing, so we were so far removed from them that, like, we didn't have this issue and we weren't butting heads back and forth.
Yeah.
And it's just bizarre to me. Like, why are you talking to me? Like, I could be your mother. Like, I could pack you a lunch and tell you to go to school.
Dead.
my thing is, none of us have control over our age.
Right.
So why you're dragging me for something I can't change? Like,
like, my parents bumped uglies in 82. Sorry for you.
sorry. I'm sorry. Are you is the next insult going to be how I'm naturally black haired? Like, what? Like, it doesn't make sense.
See, what gets me about this whole thing is that someone called me a hag. On my profile, it clearly says I was born in 95. So I'm like, does that make Hyungwon a hag? Does that make Jooheon a hag? Like, what else do you want from me here? I was born, like, smack in the middle between Hyungwon, Jooheon, and Changkyun. So what does that say about all of us down here? What does that say about Shonu?
He's elderly in K-pop age. Like, somebody said that he's 40 years old in K-pop. I was like,
I'm done.
What is this?
I was like, oh my god.
He ages like a Dalmatian now, is what they're saying.
According to these people, they're like, yeah, he's up there. I'm like, what the
He's hit the dog years.
I mean, honestly, I've been into K-pop since 2008. He's not old.
He's not. He's 10 years younger than I am. So no, he's not.
Yeah, but apparently you're decrepit.
I'm Tales from the Crypt over here, Crypt Keeper.
I was about to say, because if I'm a hag, then apparently, according to, like, everybody else, the rest of y'all are, like, in the grave already.
Oh yeah, I got one foot in there.
Girl, whatever. I'm still sexy. Fuck it, not right now.
Girl, you're gonna be sexy in the grave. It's fine.
Exactly. I'll be like,
wait. Oh my god, I didn't realize. Look.
He's wearing a skeleton T-shirt.
Yeah,
Branding.
Yes.
Hag life.
Yes. That should be the title of this episode, Hag Life.
So my whole thing is like, when I hear hag, I automatically think of, like, a bruja, like a witch. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
same.
I do too. So are you calling it magical now too?
I don't think there's anything wrong with what you're saying.
No.
It's not an insult to me.
And that's why I'm like, okay, I'll be a hag. I'll be a hag, baby. That's fine. But I can also drive myself to the concert and pay for my own ticket. Can you, sweetie? Probably not. So go ahead and sit down. Sit down and eat your animal crackers. It's okay.
Dead.
And like,
hey, animal crackers are good.
Animal crackers are awesome.
It's a snack of the people.
It really is. I like the pink frosted ones. I haven't had those in forever.
I've never actually had those.
They're so
good. They're good.
But they got to be like I think it's the Keebler brand, because there's another brand that's like the icing isn't as great. But I think it's Keebler. Anyway.
Okay.
Yes.
Cat's like, okay.
Noted on the grocery list.
But yeah, I don't understand. And the thing is, like, you talk all this trash, like you're trying to push people away from the fandom, when in the same breath, you're also yelling that, like, Monbebes don't do enough for them, and nobody's voting but these 3 people over in the corner that constantly.
And it's you! And it's you and Mon Fran!
Did she tell you what happened?
No!
So I've been streaming, and everybody that listens to the podcast knows that I work in IT, and so does my husband. And like, I walk into the office and he looks at me and he's like, so he looked at it December 8th. He's like, we've used half our data cap for the month by December 8th. And I was like, oh
shit.
Right. And I'm like, how
did that happen, my dear?
Right. And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, well, look, let's go to the firewall. Let's see. And I was like, God. But luckily our firewall isn't, it's advanced, but it doesn't tell him like where all that's coming from. But he's like, oh, it's coming from this particular network. He's like, that's the TVs. And I was like, oh, it's the TVs. I don't use the TVs for nothing. He's like, you know what? I bet it's that, the kid, like, she watches her show and then she doesn't turn it off. She just walks away and keeps it going. I was like, oh, yeah.
Does he listen to this podcast?
He does not.
Okay. You good. Okay.
He does not. So, yeah. So, like, I messaged her. I messaged my friend. I was like, I can't stream no more this month. I need to keep some of the datas for work. And they were like, what happened? And like, I explained it to her. I gave them a really technical like explanation, and they were like, I have no clue what the hell you just said. And I'm like, I'm sorry, let me start again. And they're like, okay, now I understand. No, don't you turn on please stop streaming. That's why I was like, Jooheon, can you come up off my data cap? Can somebody help me?
It's just so funny because they're all like, why have you guys stopped streaming me? Okay, well, the electric bill went up because 1 month our electric bill was like $200 because all of us have Rokus, so we all watching TV at the same time.
Right.
So, and then I work at Disney at a ride. And they're like, well, just stream it while you're at work. It's fine. I'm like, if I even touch my phone and it leaves my pocket while I'm at work and someone sees me, you're instantly terminated.
Are you serious?
Yeah. If you bring your phone out like on stage at Disney, especially if you're operating a safety position, you can get like terminated immediately. So I was like, okay, no. Yeah. Someone was like, stream on your break. I'm like, I'm sleeping on my break. Goodbye. Anyway.
Right. And like, I see those messages about kids like, skip school and stream. And I'm like, well,
don't you dare.
What?
Don't you dare.
I'm like, they're not paying your bills, and you skip in school and fail out of school your mama gonna fight you.
About to say, if I lose my job because of Monsta X, they lose their funding from me. So
right. So you can't have that. And what? Oh my God! It's just people need, like, everybody needs to be more sympathetic to each other, because
I think and also everyone needs a reality check.
That too. We can't, like, I got a full-time job. I had a full-time job, and I'm a mom, and I'm a wife sometimes. And
when Shonu isn't on the screen, she's a wife. When she's on the screen.
Like, no, it was hilarious because with the To Soul with Love concert, like, I'm sitting on the couch. I've got my light stick. I got a bowl of butter pecan ice cream, and he comes out to like give me a kiss. I'm like, don't touch me. It's not your time. You got 2 hours. I'll see you in 2 hours. My other husband is on the screen. And how do you feel about brother husbands?
I'm dead.
Because I love you, but
yeah.
he's just like, were you like this with NSYNC? And I was like, I don't really remember, but like that's when I discovered that I had like lady parts, and that I was like, they feel funny, but that was about the extent of it. Like I just like watching him. He was very pretty and very, very blonde, but that's about it. So he's like, you're a creep. And I'm like, you married me. So you knew I was a creep.
Do us part.
Exactly. So if this quarantine keeps up, death may come sooner.
Stop! No, that was not a confession, everyone, okay?
It wasn't.
It was not.
No, we're fine. It's fine.
We good.
Yeah, he's playing his video game. I'm down in the basement. We're fine. So, but yeah, something's gotta give. Maybe there should be a Monbebe summit where like the leader of the youngs and the leader of the olds get together and be like, look, we gotta
fight.
Well, we can do that too.
It's like the freaking United Nations of Monbebe.
Exactly.
I don't. I would not participate. I would just be like, all right, cool, I'm out.
What if there were snacks though? Would you show up for snacks? Because
only if there's free food.
Yeah,
I can buy my own food.
I can.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I don't know. Like, what do you think could be done to, help foster some understanding? Because the young ones aren't understanding that we can't stream all day, and the older ones are ready to hit them with our walking.
Well, the thing is, it's a lot of older people too that are pushing the like stream hard things. I know a few.
Oh, that's true.
It's like, I think it's just a lack of understanding of how people work. Because just because some people can juggle, working a job, going to school, raising a kid, and then doing all the Monsta X stuff doesn't mean someone else can't. Like, I know for my case, I'm dyslexic. I also have ADHD. So whenever I start something, I like hyperfixate on it, and I'll forget everything else. And then, 3 days later, oh my God, I've supposed to have been, collecting votes for the past 3 days.
Yep.
Then I go do that, and I keep doing it. Then I realize, oh my God, I have an assignment due tomorrow. So it's not like, everyone's like, Monbebes are useless. Monbebes are lazy. A lot of Monbebes probably have, things that, mentally where they can't balance a lot of it. And a lot of people don't really realize that.
Yeah.
I think also, especially because of COVID-19, like, people are all in a bubble, or they should be.
They should be.
They physically should be in a bubble, right? But because they're not seeing people in real life, it's really hard to be sympathetic to one another if it's just a name on a screen, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, it's easy to make demands of someone if you don't feel sympathy for them. And honestly, I don't know if there's a lot of mob mentality on Twitter. So I don't know if like a discussion is actually able to happen.
That's true.
No, because every time one person says, I try my best, everybody else jumps on them. It's like, well, it wasn't directed at you. But with COVID, like she said, COVID being a thing, everyone is literally on edge. So something that you might not think would affect someone else, that splash damage from the tweet can actually affect someone else.
Yeah.
Right.
And because people are like that, it's hard to kind of discuss it because I don't know, it's weird.
No, I get what you're saying. Like, and also people, it's not just on Twitter, or during COVID-19. But it's worse now because of both of those things. People think that we are checking our phones and are easily accessible via phone all the time.
And this is also an issue that I have at work.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
And the thing is that my management nipped that in the bud real quick because I'm hourly. And so every time those contractors call me, the clock turns on. And at one point, I rang in an additional like 40 hours of overtime. And my boss was like, hold up, wait a minute. Where did
Let
this
me
come
put
from?
some boom in it.
Yeah!
Boom, boom. Let me say, ayo, ayo.
And so, but yeah, and I don't, like, why would you want to be available that often? Like, I have fun on Twitter. I have a good old time on Twitter, but I got to put it down and I got to go back to real life and I got to focus on other things.
Yeah, no, like, honestly, when I started picking up followers because of my tweets becoming popular, I hate saying that shit, because my tweets were funny, people started replying, following. I had to turn off all my notifications because I was getting buzzed at work. I was like, I can't give you another joke whenever you want.
Oh my gosh.
I can't churn out a Jooheon Imagine when you want it. You can't. People send me requests.
Oh,
they started sending requests.
I mostly get cussed out because of the whole saying award show Dasani tweets.
You keep calling it Dasani too.
Like, didn't they get their water already? Why are we back at this?
Yeah, that's the first thing I saw. Did Monsta X get their Dasani? I logged out immediately. I was like, I can't with Leslie.
But like, so Daysang and Saysang sound exactly the same. That's I was like, why are we hoping they pick up a stalker? That don't sound like something I want to support. And then freaking Monbebe struggle tweets found me.
But, can I say something though? Even if you like K-pop, you don't have to use the Korean word for stalker. You can just say stalker.
Right.
In English.
Right, but that's because so here's the deal. Like, it was like 2 weeks prior because somebody was talking about saying things, and I was like, I don't know what that is. So I Googled it, and I was like, okay, so this is a weird kind of stalker. Like, because normally stalkers are like, let me love you, and this stalker is like, let me smear shit on your wall so that you know who the hell I am. And I'm like,
yeah, we're gonna have to put a Twitter warning on this fucking time.
Yeah, I will. It'll be fine. I'll be like, we talk about poop, we talk about squirrel buckles. It's fine.
Curse. I curse. I'm sorry.
Oh, I always curse. It's fine. But and so like that's what Daysang sounded like, and I'm like, isn't that the word I just looked up? Like, why are we wanting people to smear poop on their walls? That's not healthy or nice. I don't want that for sure.
You know, I'll never forget how I was, I think I told Iris about this. I'll never forget how this, like, teenager or something offered me a Kimmel ticket. And then she blocked me because someone told her I'd went to more than one thing. And next thing you know, I go to work, I come back on Twitter. There's this whole ass thread calling me a Sasang fan. I'm like, I ain't in their dorm. I can't even afford to get to Korea.
What?
Where the hell do you think I am right now? I'm sitting at Disney World Resort. Like, I don't know where else you think I'm at.
I'm sitting here chilling, minding my business.
Let's be honest. Okay, there's groupie behavior and there's stalker behavior. Okay,
Yes.
Kat, I say this lovingly.
Oh, I'm a groupie.
It was
I'm a
groupie
groupie.
behavior.
I can admit it.
We're all groupies. We're
Yes.
not stalkers.
I don't want to stalk anybody. Because like
that takes too much time.
I
Number
don't
one,
want
it
them
takes
seeing
too much
me with
time.
my makeup on. Like, hello.
There's that. Number two, like, I stalk you and I find you, and then we're sitting here staring at each other like
Awkward.
the P. Diddy gif. Like, I done found you. I don't really know what to say now, but hey.
So many people do that, and I'm just like, how you gonna say goodbye to them at the airport? When I'm at the airport, I'm like, get on my plane and go home. Like,
I don't want you to see me. If I ever, that has happened to me. But if I ever see a celebrity at the airport, I'm just like, please don't look at me. Please don't.
You hide.
Please
That's
don't.
what you do. You hide.
I don't want people to know who I am, obviously, ever. But the thing is like, how can you genuinely lack the respect to think that you own someone's time,
Right.
and attention
That's and like
to act that way.
And like with the fan shots, I have a little problem with the fan shots because of that.
Oh boy.
Well, no, like it's great, and like I even tried for one. I was just gonna talk and say, "Hey," but like I see a lot of conversation online. Well, I'm gonna make them do this, and I'm like, they're not.
Oh, I hate that. It's like the performing monkey thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And
Leslie, you just before you continue, Kat and I have both had video calls with them. By the way,
I know, and like I remember you telling me about it, but like I want one, and I would just be like, "Yo."
Yeah, that's how Kat and I were. We literally both had a conversation with
See, I was
Jooheon.
kind of jealous that Iris's was only 30 seconds because I had to sit in front of him for 2 minutes, and I'm over here like dial up AOL dial up sounds in my brain. He's asking me 20 questions. I'm like, I don't know, man. I just live in Florida.
Meanwhile, my call was the opposite.
Iris.
Hello? Hi. How are you? Oh my god, you were so good.
Well, no, it was
dynamic.
It was funny.
Flipped.
Funny story. A friend of mine got a call, and it wasn't with Monsta X. I don't know who hers was with, but she filmed it, and like I was crying laughing at this whole thing because they're a newish K-pop group. That much I know, and so she popped up, and she's a Black woman, and the guy was like, "Oh." And like his bandmate was like, what? Like, pushed him out the way and was like looking in the thing. He's like, oh. And they're both really excited talking to her and stuff. They're like, so which one do you think is cuter? Me or him? Me or
Damn,
that's an experience. Leslie, I'm gonna have to send you mine because if you want a solid laugh for 2 minutes, it went from him asking me questions to him being like, "Do you have a question for me?" And then I gave him anime recommendations.
Yeah, you've never even sent me the whole fucking phone call.
I didn't. I thought I did.
Fucking fake ass bitch.
I'll send you later. What the fuck?
Yes.
I'll send it to both of y'all later. Iris out here cussing me out on a podcast.
Please do, because I
don't need no friends, apparently. I only need Jooheon.
And he's over there like, oh yeah.
This could be in your podcast cover.
Oh my God.
Not me, but him.
Just put a heart over her face.
Yeah, like, don't mind smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love watching the fan calls. They're some of them are hilarious. There was one though that I saw recently. It wasn't Monsta X again. It was Stray Kids.
Oh, okay.
And they're babies. They are
babies.
They're young, and apparently some woman, like she was entering stalker territory, and showed up on camera with Han in lingerie.
Are we talking about the actual lingerie or the girl that was wearing a floral dress that was low cut and then got dragged?
Was it her? Like, no, like, did she have the deep bedroom voice?
I didn't actually watch the call.
Okay.
Me neither.
Like, it was like I couldn't, like, I heard the voice and I shut out. I was like, I can't. And he looked incredibly uncomfortable too. So I was like,
I think are you talking about the one where someone was dressed like a bride? Lingerie bride?
What?
Oh, that one I don't know about. What?
Someone was dressed like in like full bride outfit.
You've hit a whole new breed up in here.
Mm-hmm. Like,
I saw that and I was like, oh no, honey. Like,
I mean, I have my wedding dress in my closet, and we can. It don't fit no more. It's too big. But
oh, she lost
that's a
weight.
good thing.
Oh yeah, it was huge during my wedding. Like,
that being said, before we continue, losing weight doesn't mean that you're healthier. Okay, guys. Whoever's listening to this.
This is true, because like after I had the kid, like I lost a ton of weight, but like I was eating like no tomorrow, and it turns out I have a thyroid problem.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Oh, both of you? I'm sorry.
It's fine. I have Graves, but it's in remission. It's been in remission for some years now.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, like I was like chomping down, and I'm like, hey, I lost 10 pounds. Let me go ahead and eat another Big Mac.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
But and then like I'm sitting in the doctor's office shaking, and they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm fine. Well, no, you're not. Let's check some things. Okay. No, yeah. See, you're about to die. So why don't you go ahead and take some pills? Okay.
I'm done. You about to die.
Like my levels were off the chain. She was like, they're supposed to be at a 30. You're at a 2. I'm like, well, I'm like, so, but like while I'm at this 2, I'm losing weight. So what happens if I don't take the pills? And she's like, I won't see you anymore, and you'll probably have a heart attack. And I'm like, well, let's go ahead and take some pills because new baby at home, and
right. And that's why the narrative that skinny people are healthy is very problematic.
Yes,
Correct.
yes. So, but yeah, like I don't mind fan calls. I feel bad a lot of times when they're like, do this or do that. These are
meow,
men.
Bark.
I can't.
I mean, here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
My whole thing has always been safe, consensual, respectful.
Yes.
Because it's a video call, you are currently in a monetary contract. The idol is currently being paid. If they feel uncomfortable, a lot of them, most of them don't feel like they can say no. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's the same thing as like, let's say you're working and some weirdo comes and hits on you, and because you're working, you can't flash on that person. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but like, in all fairness, I have popped off at work.
I know, but that's because you are of the small minority that feels comfortable enough to pop off at work.
True. And you'll see like women and men very uncomfortable, like with somebody sidling up to them, like, what's going on? What you doing? And the type of work I do, I don't face the public very often, but sometimes I have to. And I remember there was one point, it was a very big deal. I was at a place and it was work related, and I was just having to like check things over and over. And I just had an elderly man following me wherever I went, talking about how like back in the day he dated a colored woman before his daddy found out. And I'm just like,
he said the C word.
Oh, he was elderly. Yeah. He was like, oh, I love colored women. And I'm like, sir, this is an Arby's. No. Eventually I had to go get somebody. I was like, because like there were executives there, and like there's a level to my pop offness. Like I'll pop off in front of my boss, not in front of C-level execs.
Yeah.
So, I was like, can somebody just, if he calls me colored one more time, we're gonna have
like a physical problem. We're gonna have a physical problem.
Yeah. So yeah.
So I feel like you, how you felt like you needed, thankfully you were able to seek help and someone actually supported you. Unfortunately, because these calls are streamlined, right? You're basically like doing one after another, one after another, one after another. They last at most 5 minutes. Is that right?
I've never heard of a 5-minute one.
2. The 5 to 6 minute ones are when it's like pretty much a minute per member, when it's all of them. But the solo ones are generally like 1 to 2 minutes.
Right. So if I was, if I had to be forced to be on a call with someone and it was only 2 minutes and they were making me feel uncomfortable, and I can say this because, we all know my ass is small. Apparently, I am attractive to...
Don't you apparently
ass.
Apparently, I am attractive to a lot of people. And so I've had a lot of people make me feel uncomfortable. So that being said, if I knew that there was a time limit and it was 2 minutes, and I knew that I was physically safe because it's through a phone, I would just ride out those 2 minutes.
But it's got to be hard on you, though.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard. But I'm like, because, again, it's like COVID culture again. No consequences. Plus, people are unhinged, right?
Oh, yeah.
I say that fully aware of my depression and my anxiety, because people are, it's hard to realize that the idol that you're talking to also may feel uncomfortable with what you're asking. And because people say wild ass shit on the internet, not just on Twitter, some people think that stuff is okay to say people directly, especially their idols.
Yeah.
I would never tell Jooheon what I thought. Excuse me?
Right. Please don't ever look at my Twitter, sir. Please don't.
She always jokes about Jooheon being her oomph, but other than that, she'd be like, Jooheon, get off my Twitter account.
Right. Except for, oh my God. Remember that one time, I think you both were following me then, in October, I went to that wedding and I was feeling myself because I was like, that was the first time I dressed up in like months. And I started tweeting like, Jooheon, I'm going to a wedding. I'm still single. If I catch the bouquet, come get me. And then I caught the bouquet.
Yes.
I remember
Jooheon,
that.
come get me. I caught the bouquet. But it was clearly like, joking. But none of it was like, Jooheon, let me blah, 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 you're blah, blah, blah. It was just like, Jooheon, here's a thirst trap.
Right.
And here's a lesson. I feel like this lesson should come from Leslie because she works in IT. Here's a lesson in how the Twitter algorithm works, my friends. Mm-hmm. If you think that something is a tweet the artist shouldn't see from a public account, stop quote retweeting it.
Yes.
Thank God someone said it, because everyone's always out here like, don't spread this tweet, but then edgy Twitter shows up, starts quoting it, and then the tweet blows up. Like I saw someone's tweet, and I'm like, I don't even follow this person, yet it's over here because y'all decide to engage with it.
Oh, you guys remember when like Minya in the fan cafe, like he posted a picture of his father.
Don't spread it. Everyone's quoting it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh my,
people are quoting. He doesn't want this photo. Take this photo down. Bitch, don't quote retweet it. Like
report it.
Like literally, the more you quote retweet it, the algorithm works so that more people see it.
It makes it a highlighted tweet. It pushes it up.
Yeah, I had to close out of Twitter for about a good 3 hours after that, because that hurt my soul. I'm like, he gave you guys a piece of him, and y'all just completely disregarded his thoughts, feelings, wants, needs, concerns.
His trust.
Yes. Like, I wouldn't sign on to Fan Cafe anymore. And that's probably why, like, the only thing you get from Shonu on Fan Cafe is pictures of food and him throwing the pizza.
But, I mean, honestly, I think that's what he's interested in, right?
Yeah, because, like, the show, when they went to Jeju, I think it is, and, like, Ken was like, here's what's going to happen. He's going to bring the food over, and he's immediately going to take out his phone and start taking pictures.
And sure enough, that's exactly what he did.
That's exactly what he did. And Ken's over at the corner crying, laughing.
He has other interests, too. It's just that they're very mobile interests. He can't fucking take photos when he's working out or dancing or singing.
He did, like, when they did that show, and, like, I haven't seen all of, I don't even know if it's on YouTube or not.
It is. It's called I Log You. The whole thing's up there now with subs.
Like, oh, is it? Where they all had the cameras and, like, they had to go through their phones and stuff? Oh, my gosh, I checked that out. But, like, when he was working out and got the stomach cramp.
I'm dead.
It was, like...
Relatable.
Like, I had that happen. Like, I remember in high school, I thought I was going to die. I was like, oh. And my teacher, or my trainer at the time, because it was for track, she's like, push out your stomach. I'm like, I'm fat. It's already pushed out. And she's like, Jesus Christ, I don't. Like, why am I even doing this? I just want to throw the shot put.
I hate it here, Mom.
Exactly. Like, why am I running with all these skinny bitches?
That was me in track, because I'm out here running long distance runs. I'm like, bro, everything I have is jiggling right now. Can I get out of here?
Right. Oh, can we take a break and talk about how sports bra technology has come up since back in the day.
We've upgraded. When I was in high school and middle school, RIP.
Yes. Like, you know what I want a She-Fit bra so bad.
Same.
Are they good?
My friends rave about them.
The thing is, I'm a weird size, so I'm scared.
They have that one girl that's like really busty and stuff, and like she be bouncing all over the place in the video. Like,
and those things don't move. Yeah,
like she's got a tiny rib cage but a large chest, and like she be out there like jumping up and down and doing jump ropes and like twirling her hair and stuff, and like her chest does not move at all.
But are they real breasts, or are they?
She looks like she like, I don't know how to put it.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. They look real. They look real. I know what you're saying, but they do look real. Like, she's got a curvy body, and so her top matches her bottom. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just because, when they use women with or people with fake breasts as their models for sports bras,
them things don't move.
It's a lie. Like, and I mean that in the way that breasts that are silicone need different support than breasts that are made out of fat tissue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, she's curvy on top and on bottom, and she's got like that small rib. Like, it's an unusual size. Like, she's got a big chest, small rib cage, and then she's like also curvy on bottom. So it cinches you in. Like, you adjust it to what you need. Like, if you need like hardcore support and stuff like that, it's a $70 bra though.
Oh.
Is she built like me? She sounds like she's built like me.
She is a little bit. She's a little thicker than you though.
I need to look this up. I need to find this bra to see if I want it.
Sam, I have to drop 70.
Yeah. Like, I have a Nike sports bra and it cracks me up because I have a big chest, but when I put that thing on, like it sucks it in. Like, it like makes me look like I'm an egg cup, and I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah, no, those Nike high compression sports bras are really they do it.
Yeah, like I have 2 of those, and then I have I was so disappointed in Torrid because like, you're plus size, so you should be supporting me, and you're not.
They only have like A cup, B cup, C cup, D cup.
No, nothing like that. It's like, and like when I'm on the treadmill, like I jiggle hardcore. I jiggle more in that sports bra than I do a regular bra. It's very weird.
Their bras in general, I don't think are great for.
They're not good.
Yeah, that's where they. I feel like that's where they're pinching their pennies to make sure that all of the other stuff is like not like the competitive pricing, right?
Makes sense. But yeah, those Nike sports bras are everything, and I really want the She-Fit bra. But like even my husband was like, "Why don't you just go ahead and get it?" And I'm like, "It's $70 goddamn, man. Do I work out enough to justify the $7?" Like, I run on the treadmill like 2 times a day, pretty much every day, and because like I'm a nutcase. And it keeps me sane during the whole COVID situation.
Girl, you're talking to me. Like, I support it.
Like I started because I would turn a certain way and I would get muscle spasms. And I'm like, this is awful.
Oh, yeah.
Like, something got to give here.
Right. And then like I thought about, because, in April, cross your fingers, I have the Monsta X concert. And I'm like, I can't be like wandering around a concert venue and like huffing and puffing and wheezing and carrying on and like having muscle spasms, and I'm trying to high five people and I'm all bent over. Like that's really how I want to meet Shanu, like cocked to the side, like, hey.
Well, that was me in New York. I did something to my back, and then next thing you know, I'm limping through the high touch looking like a whole idiot.
Hey, but they still recognized you, Kat. Okay.
Even though I'm, leaning sideways. I get up to Jooheon. He got this face like, what the hell happened to you? I just saw you, and now you broken.
Oh my god.
That is so funny though. Oh man. But yeah, so like I started working out and stuff, and I even asked for some workout equipment for Christmas. Perish the thought. Both me and my husband looked at the Christmas list like, are you for real? Am I for real? I don't know anymore. Life is weird.
We've really lost the plot, by the way. We were supposed to talk about.
We were so close, and we just went goodbye, everybody.
It's my show. We do what the hell we want. It's like, who's gonna check me, boo? Who? I don't have sponsors.
But she would love them. Okay?
I would.
Sponsor.
Especially if they were Monsta X or Fan Cafe, like, hit her up.
We don't need them hearing this, though.
No!
Cut that out. Cut the Fan Cafe out.
Cut it out.
No.
But if you're Monsta X and you want, I'm gonna start talking about my shit now. If you want a stylist who will work for free,
both of us, for
the free,
we come with our own equipment.
I have more than 2 months PTO.
I'll just leave my fucking job. I don't care.
I could too, but I won't. If anyone's listening to this, I won't. Okay, I won't do that.
But yeah, like, we come with our own bottles of Olaplex. We come with really good makeup.
We'll match your foundation properly.
We will.
Mm-hmm.
We will.
You won't get flashback.
Nope. We will burn the Snow app. We will burn it down.
God bless you, Jooheon, for deleting it. I love you, baby.
About freaking time he deleted it.
I love you.
Yes, queen. And like, we're here. We're available. And like, like, half of K-pop rips off of Black culture. You got a Black queen right here.
I agree.
So
and let's dress you better too.
If I gotta see Jooheon's beast mode baseball cap with the whole veil looking thing, Middle Eastern, whatever that was,
do-rag, like,
fuck.
The
bandana took me out. Like, I had to take a nap.
I talked about that bandana. Like, there was like a group of us. I'm like, he's trying to be gangster and he looks like Aunt Jemima. I don't know.
That's what I called him too. I called him Aunt Jemima for a whole freaking day.
Who tied it? Like, I was wheezing, and then that was the same picture that they had, like, Kardashian his lips. The Kardashian his lips.
Open your eyes.
Dear Monsta X, please don't ever listen to this episode.
I promise, outside of roasting you guys, I can actually sound like a human.
Right.
But I lovingly roast, but those outfits were not the business.
No, they weren't. And we're not roasting them, we're roasting their stylist. Because
I think the thing that got me the most was during Fantasia, where I'm watching the music video, I'm chilling. And the next thing you know, Cowboy Jooheon shows up. I'm like, how did we get here? I was like, how the hell did we get here?
Like, he was fully on his yeehaw agenda during the entire Fantasia thing. Like,
I was like, this is the yeehaw agenda if I ain't ever seen it.
Fringe.
But the thing,
Fringe.
The thing is like, that was a moment in South Korea. Oh my God,
Southern
English.
Korea.
English is hard the later it is in the day. I'm sorry.
It is perfectly fine.
Yeah, South Korea was really having a Western fashion moment.
Yeah,
like, and
you really were.
Because, like, ITZY and the Not Shy video, like, that girl with them cowboy boots that did not match her outfit at all.
Once again, we can help you all.
We can. Like, I know a good hookup with some cowboy boots. Like, my daughter has cowboy boots and they're brown with cute little flowers on them. So, like, I can pick a good boot. I'm just, yeah. Y'all didn't have to have that girl out there like that.
Yeah. The problem is like, one, the way styling a group works is like, they have to look like they're a part of a group, right?
Right. They have to look cohesive.
And then also, people are assigned the center of the group visually per each song, right? And usually per each song, whoever's the center of the group, you have to be able to look at that person and understand the concept of the song. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
So it was Jooheon's turn for beast mode, I assume. And when you look at him, you're supposed to think beast mode.
I didn't get that with the baseball cap with the attachment.
I got like wannabe thug life, but my mama went to Dollar General instead of where I could go. And
yeah, maybe it meant beast mode in South Korea, you know?
So now we
don't have to tell him what beast mode is now too.
Like I gotta find somebody from South Korea and ask them what they think beast mode. What does beast mode mean to them?
Them shows the picture of Jooheon with the baseball cap and the attachment being wrong.
We love you, Jooheon, okay? We just hated these outfits.
These outfits were rough. And then, like I said, they Kardashian his mouth. Like, he's got pretty full lips as is, and they overdrew them. And I was like...
Yeah.
Which is kind of shocking considering they usually conceal the top lip to where it, like, disappears. Yeah. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Bring his lips back. They bring them back. They're too big.
Yeah, that's a whole thing too in South Korea. Like all your facial features have to be in balance, and so that was weird.
I remember Hyungwon talking about like his lips used to be a complex for him, and I'm like,
maybe you're beautiful,
right? Your mouth is gorgeous. You're gorgeous. Like what the? And he's like, but thank you. And then, like, somebody ruined it because he was on some radio show. And they were like, you have lips like an African. And I was like, what the?
All you had to do was not speak.
Yeah. And he was like, he looked uncomfortable as hell. Because what do you say to that? Thank you?
Yeah.
You have lips like an African. You
that's
see,
what they said.
Can't have nice things.
I saw it on YouTube and I was like, my reading is very good. Did I read that right? No.
Like on Show News Internet, did they really say that?
Right. And like he looked uncomfortable, and like I think it was Kian next to him that kind of like did a
diffuse.
No, not even a diffuse. Like he seized up a little bit. Like I don't know what to say to this. Like,
well, no, but
Kian does that a lot
because he wants to say something.
Mm-hmm.
That's him stopping himself from saying something.
That's him pretty much stopping himself from saying anything out of pocket, because I know Kian loves to shut down stuff that's incorrect.
He will read people.
Read it, right.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
Like the one, was it the fan sign where he was like, someone's boss was messing with them and he said curse at them? I'm like, you just told this girl to cuss out her boss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was that, and like what was it? He's like, I hate men or something like that, because somebody said they were being harassed on the bus on the way to the fan sign.
Yeah.
And then he said like, curse at them too.
Yeah.
He said, I wish I was there. Ooh, Kiki. Yes, I wish you were there too.
Like, I want to see him fight now. Like, you think he can fight? Like, I feel like Hyungwon can like box.
Yo, I'm terrified of Minhyuk too. I'm afraid.
No, he's the one who scares me the most.
That's what Iris said, but I like the kind of scary that he gives off. So.
But the thing
I like it too, but I don't want to die. Like
he also reminds me of myself. Like out of Monsta X, my personality and his are probably the most similar. And what does that say about me that I'm scared of him? Like,
well,
I mean, hey, like. He just seems kind of wild, and I love a wild man. So hey,
it's me too. With Jooheon in the back, hey, what's up?
What's going on? Oh my god! But yeah, I don't know. Like, and then there's like parts of me that think that Shonu could kind of be a bully sometimes, like not an actual legit bully, but like
he's roasting people left and right.
Yeah. Like, because there was one show like where Minhyuk like came out of his shoe or something, and like Shonu kicked it into a ditch, like and started laughing and ran off. I was like,
no, I think my favorite was Shonu. What was it? It was All About Love. They were doing this interview and they were like, everyone say your favorite thing about yourselves. And Kian starts getting extra. So they're all like, stop it. So Kian finally goes, my personality. And Shonu goes with his whole chest, what personality? And I went, Shonu?
And it was completely deadpan too.
Yeah, he just like everybody calls him like unemotional, but he's not unemotional. He's just sneaky with it.
He's so fucking funny. Like, everyone wants to call him a robot. I'm like, yo, he's the funniest member of Monsta X.
He's
like,
so
bruh.
funny. He's so funny.
He is. And like, he'll do something completely deadpan, and like, I'll be in hysterics, and my husband's like, "What the? He didn't even do anything. You don't understand. You don't understand my life. Go away." And it's just like, and now, like, my husband's upset because there's two of us now. Like, I've said this on the podcast before. Like, my kid gets all gaga over Felix from Stray Kids.
Oh, Felix.
That's cute. Felix is so nice. It's
adorable, but like I said before, he looks young. So she was under the impression that he was going to be in school with her. And yeah, and I had to break it to her. I'm like, that's a grown man, baby. He's not going to be in your kindergarten class.
Well, you never know. The chances are never 0%.
Right.
You know
that Felix shows up in kindergarten.
That being said, okay, your daughter is extremely intelligent. Okay, I can see how she thought this baby-faced man who speaks perfect English, speaks perfect Korean, is eloquent, is her age, because she also baby-faced child is eloquent. Like,
I know, but like that, like it broke her heart because I played with her for a little bit. I was like, yeah, like, well, because she was like, "Is he going to be in my class?" And I was like, "He might be. I don't know. He's young." And then like she kept bringing it up about play dates and like, could I go to Felix's mom and get a play date?
Oh, that's
I'm like,
cute.
Yeah, like this went on for a bit, and then like I had to break it to her. I was like, he's an adult. Like, he's not as old as I am, but he's an adult, and he won't be in your class. And she wouldn't talk to me for 3 days because I apparently led her on. So,
see, and then there's my niece. Like, I've told Iris some of the stuff she said, but she's 6 years old, and she got to meet Monsta X last year. She actually won. When we went to Philly, we threw our names in the box for a photo meet and greet, and her name got we lost Cyrus. Oh wait, no, there she is. No, and they pulled my, at the time, 5-year-old niece's name out of the box for a Monsta X meet and greet. So we go in there, right? We're in there. She meets Kia and sits in front of him. Jooheon wasn't feeling well, so they, he wasn't at the meet and greet. So she talks to Kia and high fives him. Like, a couple weeks later, we're back home, and she goes, who was the one I high-fived at the concert? We went, Keon. And then, as innocent as she is, sweet baby goes, I want to sleep with him.
Oh!
And I was dying because in her wording, that means she wants to literally take a nap and cuddle up to him.
Yeah.
And we were like, no, that's not what that means. No. And then the other day, we were sitting all together, me, my roommate, my niece, and we were watching the new like apartment thing. And then she meant this one, but it was kind of funny. She just looks and she goes, who's that? I'm like, that's Shonu. And she's like, oh. And she just goes, I like looking at his boobies.
Same, sweetheart.
And I'm like, don't say that. And she's like, oh, sorry.
Dang, she's sassy.
She is sassy. She was sitting next to me during my video call, and she almost launched herself at the phone because she's a
I remember you
stan.
telling me that.
She almost launched herself at the phone. You'll see it, to try and talk to him. Like, she said, when she sees him for the concert, she is going to give him a hug. She does not care about security, because we were like, security. We were like, security is gonna pull you the other way, and she's like, I don't care.
Oh no.
You gotta love children's bravery, right? Like, yeah, she doesn't care.
So I think that we're gonna end it right here. No, not for anything bad. It's just that we're about to run out of time again.
We got less than a minute. It's about to cut us off now.
We got 1 minute and 17
what
seconds.
do? Don't follow me on Twitter.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Kat
Hey,
and I do not want
thanks
you
for
to
tuning in
follow
today.
us unless it's for
Special
anime.
thanks to Kat
Okay.
and Iris
Anime
for
or my
joining
Twitch
me
streams.
on
Do not follow me for
what was
anything else because
Drop your Twitch handle right now.
epic.
I ain't
Right
gonna
now.
drop it. You can drop it in whatever
episode I
description there is for this
probably
thing.
Okay,
in the
I will
entire
do that
history of
for
this
you.
podcast. You can find
Anything else you
Kat's
guys want to
Twitch
promote? We got
at
less than a minute.
Safe,
twitch.tv/mobile
consensual,
suit cat.
respectful. Please be safe,
It'll be in the show
consensual,
notes,
respectful
along with
your
their Twitter
partners
handles
and with
if
yourself,
they want them on there.
okay?
I
And
need
wear
to
your
verify.
damn masks.
You can find me
Wear
at
your damn
And don't go to bars.
ggi.podbean.com.
Yeah, stay out of
Anywhere
bars.
that you find
Wash your
podcasts.
hands.
On Facebook
All right.
at
Stay
Geeky
safe.
Girls Night In.
All
on Twitter
right.
at Geeky
Until
Girls
next
NI,
time.
and
Say
on
bye,
Instagram
guys.
at Geeky Girl.
Bye.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.